welcome to Weeats, the marijuana review show, and I have got my trusty 510 battery, so you know what that means. It means it is another cartridge review here on Weeats. That's right, guys, we are going to be reviewing another cartridge. And Weeats, in case you're wondering if this is the first time you've tuned in, first of all, welcome, thanks for joining us. And also, we are a marijuana review show. We review mostly edibles, but we also review cartridges, we review tinctures, we review capsules. Mostly we stay away from the bud and concentrates, but everything else, all those prepackaged goods, everything in a bottle, everything in a package, everything in a bag, everything in a Ziploc, that's what we're here for. We leave the bud and the concentrates to the professionals. But when it's amateur hour, it's time for Weeats. So, as I said, it is time for another cartridge review. So what are we looking at today? Today, on today's review, we are going to be taking a look at the pretty blatant, I think, rip-off, at least design aesthetically wise, of Brass Knuckles. We are taking a look at their what would you say, their competitor, their homage distributor, and that is Heavy Hitters. That's right, we are taking a look at Heavy Hitters today. I know it looks a lot like Brass Knuckles in pretty much every metric, but it is not Brass Knuckles, it is Heavy Hitter. A 1 gram cartridge, the Jack Herrera here today. Jack Herrera is sort of my go-to on the cartridges. I love the Jack Herrera strain. It's my favorite sativa strain. My favorite strain, period, is Gorilla Glue number 4, I think, and that is an indica. But I always like to do the cartridges as sativas as opposed to indicas because I like to take them during the day, although it is night now and I am about to go to bed, so perhaps an indica would have been a better result. But no, I'm still looking forward to the Heavy Hitters Jack Herrera. On the back, you can see it's similarly potent to Brass Knuckles. Got 91% cannabinoids there, 87% THC, and 0.9% CBD. As you can see, it's not a cheap cartridge. Granted, I'm paying the Long Beach tax. Everything in Long Beach is a little bit more expensive, which I'm happy to pay to, 1, have dispensaries here in Long Beach, and 2, to have one that is a block away that I can just walk to in 2 minutes is pretty damn awesome. So, as I said, this is the Jack Herrera, and with 87% THC, it should hit pretty hard. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at the cartridge itself. In terms of packaging, pretty basic, not ugly by any stretch of the imagination. I would say it's perfunctory. I've certainly seen nicer and more opulent and extravagant packaging for these cartridges before. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I think it's a bit of a waste in terms of how nice the packaging is. It's like, this is a disposable product, guys. I'm not going to be repackaging this, selling this to somebody else. I don't think you need to invest that much of my dollars to you in your packaging. So this is a nice, simple little perfunctory package, little wall tag there. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at the cartridge itself. I like the cartridge already. Glass body all the way through, probably aluminum tip. I like the aluminum, I like the glass, so much better than plastic when they just use plastic for all the materials. And your standard issue rubber caps here. Doesn't appear to have any leaks or anything through it, and it does look like a solid gram. Some really nice looking oil in there. Really nice looking oil, very clear, very, wow, I like the way that looks quite a bit. Looks quite tasty. So, this is a standard 510 thread, so it just goes on your 510 battery, which I'll go ahead and screw in here. And now, as you guys will see, oh, I think I had mentioned the price. Yeah, Long Beach tax, $60 for the gram there. It did get it at a discount for like 20% off, but this is not the cheapest cartridge out there. You're going to be paying for it. So let's go ahead and take ourselves a draft. That is nice. Wow. Nice, easy draft. As you can see, makes big clouds. Hits nice and easy, too. Barely feel it coming in. The coughing is on me, not on them. weak lungs, with sensitive lungs, but really, did not burn hot, did not burn too bright, just got in my lungs, felt great. Inhalation was nice and clean and easy. And again, the draw is nice and simple. You don't have to really, pull at it. It comes right out. And the taste is on point as well. Not my favorite Jack Herrera taste ever, but certainly better than average and I would say even good. But perhaps doesn't compete with like the Orchid in terms of taste. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with this. Let's go ahead and talk about potency. Let me get another draw here. Wow, I'm liking this a bit. Quite a bit. So now, potency, the most important part. Well, I'm feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. This feels like it might actually be 87% THC as advertised. I am feeling pretty high already in the 4 to sort of 5 level, which for me and a cartridge is pretty good. Growing up on edibles, it takes a lot to get me super, super, super high. But this is a good level of medication for just a couple of draws for me. I'm really pleased with it. Wow. Tasty. So far, this is going to get a recommendation for me. I'm liking this heavy hitter quite a bit here. This is much better than the pen I just reviewed. I just reviewed Curvana, and it is a stark difference between the two in terms of taste, potency, and quality of cartridge. But I would advise you guys, as always, stick around for the last part of this review because I'm going to be coming back to you once I finish this cartridge, as I always do. So I'll be coming back to you in the next, 4, 5, 6 days and letting you know exactly how this cartridge held up over those days, whether my opinion has changed or evolved in any way. I will be sure to let you know, and it's going to be on this video in just a couple of seconds. And for me, guys, I will see you in a few days. Thanks for watching Weeats, guys, and I will see you in just a bit. Peace. Welcome back to Weeats, guys. It has been 4 days since I last checked in with you on our heavy hitters review, our Jack Herrera heavy hitters review, that is. For a second there, I almost said brass knuckles. They're so similar that my brain had them kind of switched up there. That being said, I think this is of similar quality to brass knuckles. This is a really, really good product. I like this quite a bit. This is some high quality stuff, at least in my estimation. So I think I might have in the last video spoken about the price with a slightly critical tone. I didn't mean that at all. I think I take that back if that's the case. I paid $60 for this, which is admittedly quite expensive, but that's also because of the area that I'm in and yada yada and so on and so forth. But that's, I think, the same as I paid maybe for the Curvana cartridge, the 1 gram Curvana cartridge, and this is so much better than that. I mean, this is a night and day difference. So for that price, I mean, this is great. Again, you're probably going to find this hopefully you're going to find this at a better price than what I paid for it. But I'm not dissatisfied at all with what I paid for it. I love the cartridge design itself. Really easy to draw from. Never got difficult to pull from. High quality materials like the glass tip, like the metal tip, and then the glass case. And as you can see, you can extract all the oil from it. It's just a really fantastic design. I mean, it's nothing crazy, outrageous, or revolutionary, but I still think it's a really, really good cartridge. The product got me quite high every time. I mean, I think I could get up to, if I used it quite a bit, I was getting up to like 6s at points, which for cartridges is really good, especially for me. Like that's good stuff. And it tasted great. for the most part. Now, my only complaint with it, and this is not really a big complaint because this is true for most cartridges. I've only seen a few exceptions. I don't exactly know why this is. If somebody understands the science of it, please let me know, but I don't really know why this happens. But on a lot of cartridges, the closer you get to the bottom, the closer it comes to running out, the harsher the draws get. It hits harder in the lungs. It's hotter in the lungs, and then the taste goes out the window. It almost has like a burnt kind of taste to it, which makes sense with the sort of harsher taste or the harsher draw. And this one suffers from that. It's not as bad as. Sorry to harp on Carvana. Carvana's not a terrible product by any stretch, but I've got it fresh on the brain right now. It's not quite as bad as that, but it does suffer from that once you get down to the super low levels. But then again, it's once you get to that point, it's probably with maybe 5 to 10% left. So it's not like it's affecting a whole lot, and you could very well just throw it away once it starts to get harsh, and you're really not throwing away much product at all. You're not out a lot. So outside of that small complaint, I loved this one. This is a great one. The Heavy Hitters Jack Herrera. Couldn't be happier with it. Easily we've only done, 10 cartridge reviews or something at this point. I'm not sure how many would all release this one at what level, but this is certainly, top 3 probably for me so far. So I'm really enjoyed this one, guys, and I've really enjoyed talking to you and reviewing this one with you. Thank you so much for watching Weeats, guys, and we will see you on our next review. Peace.